Although the relationships between Penny and Leonard and Amy and Sheldon were great, neither of these were the Big Bang Theory's most pivotal pairing. Penny and Sheldon had the most crucial relationship on the Big Bang Theory, evolving from hostility to a deep friendship. Sheldon's growth was largely thanks to Penny, who helped him with social skills and even facilitated his scientific breakthroughs. Leonard's pursuit of Penny wouldn't have been as entertaining without Sheldon's contrasting views and comic relief on the show. While Penny and Leonard and Sheldon and Amy were the Big Bang Theory's central couples, the show's most important relationship was another pairing entirely. The Big Bang Theory began life under the working title Lenny, Kenny, and Penny. While the Big Bang Theory's entire cast of characters was popular among viewers, it is easy to see why the show's original moniker was chosen. It was Leonard's infatuation with his new neighbor Penny, and his roommate Sheldon, originally Kenny's contrasting inability to adjust to her presence, that originally drove the show's comedy and conflict. This changed before the Big Bang Theory's series finale. Leonard and Penny hooked up surprisingly early and, although the couple went through many breakups and subsequent reunions, the pair stayed together for much of the show's run. As such, the Big Bang Theory needed to move past its initial focus and expand the show's world. The Big Bang Theory abandoned its original premise as the sitcom turned Howard and Sheldon's love interests Bernadette and Amy into series regulars. Despite this change, its most important relationship did not change. Interestingly, this pivotal relationship wasn't the romance shared by Leonard and Penny, or even Sheldon and Amy's story. As strange as it may seem, the mismatched Penny and Sheldon had the most important relationship in the Big Bang Theory. Although Leonard did change a lot as the show progressed and Amy's character also grew, Penny and Sheldon underwent the most dramatic growth, and the pair owed their positive changes to each other. Penny and Sheldon's initially hostile relationship soon defrosted into a mutual understanding, but this then eventually grew into a friendship that was stronger than many of the show's central romantic pairings. The Big Bang Theory gang needed Penny, but the show proved that Penny also needed Sheldon. Penny and Sheldon clashed when they first met, but Penny was quicker at warming to her neighbor than the infamously obstinate Sheldon. During their friendship, Penny went from not caring about academia to asking Sheldon if he would help her bluff an understanding of Leonard's job in Season 3. Later, her interest became genuine as Penny secretly began to attend a history course and went on to study psychology. Penny's interest in psychology was clearly influenced by her interactions with Sheldon, as evidenced when Penny used a borrowed parenting book to shape Sheldon's behavior in Season 11, Episode 5, The Contamination Collaboration. Although Sheldon claimed Penny held up the gang's potential, the inverse was true for him. Not only did Penny teaching Sheldon about pop culture make him more relatable to his peers, but her conflicts with him also proved invaluable when it came to Sheldon's interpersonal skills. Sheldon learned to apologize thanks to Penny, and some of his earliest displays of genuine kindness were offered to her, whether it was providing her with care when she dislocated her shoulder or presenting her with a lavish Christmas gift and a hug in Season 2, Episode 11, The Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. Furthermore, Penny also helped Sheldon make breakthroughs in his scientific work despite her limited understanding of his field. In Season 11, Episode 13, The Solo Oscillation, the unlikely pairing made a vital discovery after Sheldon spent months struggling with dark matter. Penny referring to dark matter as his rebound after quitting string theory research seemed like a goody comedic aside, but this insight ended up propelling Sheldon into his next vital epiphany. The Big Bang Theory's finale proved how much Sheldon respected her contributions when he referred to her as one of his dearest friends in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Although Leonard's attempts to woo Penny were central to the first 3 seasons of The Big Bang Theory, there is a reason that the sitcom's original title included a third name. Leonard's pursuit of Penny would have been dull without Sheldon, and his infatuation could have come across as creepy if it weren't for Sheldon's contrasting take on Penny. Sheldon's pronounced disdain for Penny provided the show with a lot of laughs in its early seasons. Meanwhile, Sheldon's everyday struggles, both professional and personal, proved that Penny's street smarts and social knowledge were more valuable than he cared to admit. Broadly speaking, Penny was far kinder to Sheldon than Sheldon was to her. Since Season 5, Episode 11, The Speckerman Recurrence, saw Penny realize that she had been a bully in high school. Dealing with Sheldon provided her with many opportunities for character growth. Although young Sheldon dropped Sheldon's history of bullying, the show's antihero repeatedly said that he was a frequent victim of bullying in his youth. Penny's willingness to take care of Sheldon when he was sick, help him when he was scammed by a hacker, and defend him against bullies redeemed her past mistakes and made her more mature. Although Penny and Sheldon's relationship made The Big Bang Theory work, this underlines an awkward problem with the central premise of the show's spin-off. Penny made Sheldon a better person, meaning young Sheldon's version of Sheldon is inherently less compelling. Young Sheldon's title character is a more straightforward, uncomplicated, and often annoying protagonist, since he has not yet learned the empathy that Penny taught him later in life. Young Sheldon worked around this by making Sheldon's family the show's main characters as the series continued, but this meant that the spin-off's title was a misleading artifact in its later seasons. While young Sheldon's Season 7 made Meemaw a more central and significant character than Sheldon himself, this was an imperfect way of dealing with the spin-off's inbuilt flaw. The reality is that Sheldon isn't a particularly compelling character without Penny's influence, since the insufferable genius stereotype has been done to death already. The contrast between Sheldon and Penny made their relationship the show's strongest story, but this means that its spin-off was always destined to struggle. Unfortunately, it was impossible for any follow-up to recreate the chemistry that The Big Bang Theory's Penny and Sheldon shared in the original series.